CIET NCERT presents Audiobook of Mathematics for Class 5 entitled MATHMAGIC 5. This is the chapter 10, Tenths and Hundredths.
Part 1.
Page 134. What was the length of the smallest pencil you have used? How long is this pencil? Guess. Dash centimeters. Measure it using a scale. How good is your guess? We can see that Anju used a lens to make it look bigger. Given below is a picture of Anju thinking and talking to herself. It is more than 3 centimeters. We see the pencil being looked through the magnifying glass. Here 1 centimeter has 10 equal parts, so each part is 1/10 of a centimeter. 1/10 of a centimeter is called 1 millimeter. This knowledge is given to us by one of the flies passing by. And that same fly then sits on the scale and tells us, when we look at it through the lens, see, I am 3 millimeters long. Meanwhile, Anju now realizes that the pencil is how long? Oh, so this pencil is 3 centimeters and 6 millimeters long. And this time we see a little bigger fly on the scale, telling us, but I am longer, 7/10 of a centimeter or millimeters. We also call 1/10 of a centimeter as 0.1 centimeter. We read it as 0.1 centimeter. So, 1 millimeter is the same as 0.1 centimeter. Page 135. What is the length of this pencil? Dash millimeters. What is its length in centimeters? We see a small pencil put up against a scale and being looked at through a lens. We need to observe and give the correct answer. Frogs. Have you seen frogs? Where? How many different types of frogs have you seen? Are all the frogs of the same length? Here are 2 interesting examples. Gold frogs. This kind of frog is among the smallest in the world. Its length is only 0.9 centimeter. Guess how many such frogs can sit on your little finger? Bullfrog. But this is among the biggest frogs. It is as long as 30.5 centimeters. Given below are the pictures of both gold frogs and bullfrogs. We can really understand how much is the difference between their lengths. One only as tiny as 0.9 centimeter and the other one so huge as 30.5 centimeters. Just imagine, kids. What does 0.9 centimeter mean? It is the same as dash millimeters. We can also say this is 9/10 of a centimeter, right? So, 30.5 centimeters is the same as dash centimeters and dash millimeter. About how many of the big frogs will fit on the 1 meter scale? If they sit in a straight line, about how many of the small frogs will cover 1 meter? Practice time. 1. Length of the nail 2 centimeters and dash millimeter or 2. Centimeters. Next to the question is given a nail being looked at through the glass or lens against a scale. Page 136. 2. On top of the page, there is a lady finger put up against a measuring scale. The length of this lady's finger or bhindi is dash centimeter and dash millimeter. We can also write it as dash centimeters. 3. Using the scale on this page, find the difference in length between candle 1 and candle 3. On the left side of the page, we can see 3 candles of different sizes. There is a table of 3 columns and 6 rows to the right side. Column 1 heading is length of, and then the rows read as candle 1, flame 1, candle 2, flame 2, candle 3, flame 3. Column 2 represents length in centimeters and millimeter. Column 3 is for length in centimeters. You have to use the scale on this page and find the difference in length between candle 1 and candle 3. Guess and color. First, color the rods as shown without measuring. Then check. We can see a lot of small and big rods on the bottom of the page. Rods of length less than 1 centimeters, red. Rods of length between 1 centimeter and 2 centimeters, blue. Rods of length between 2 centimeters and 3 centimeters, green. Rods of length between 3 centimeters and 4 centimeters, orange. Page 137. Guess, draw and measure. Guess the lengths to draw these things. Ask your friend to draw the same. After you make the drawing, use a scale to measure the length. Whose drawing showed a better guess? We have a table of 3 columns. Column 1 heading is Guess its length and draw. Row 1 says an ant of length less than 1 centimeter. Row 2 says pencil of length about 7 centimeters. Row 3 says a glass 11 centimeters high with water up to 5 centimeters. Row 4 says a bangle of perimeter 20 centimeters. Row 5 says a curly hair of length 16 centimeters. Column 2 heading is Measure of your drawing. Column 3 heading is Measure of your friend's drawing. Column 2 and column 3 are empty. You have to guess and fill up the answers. Our eyes get confused. Which line is longer, A or B? Measure each line and write how long it is in centimeters. How good is your guess? Below this are given 2 lines with arrows marked on both their ends, line A and line B. To the left side and bottom of the page, we have again 2 lines perpendicular to each other. They are marked as C and D. Which line is longer, C or D? Measure each line. How good is your guess? The chapter 10, Tenths and Hundredths.
Part 1.
Of total 4. CIET NCERT presents Audiobook of Mathematics for Class 5 entitled MATHMAGIC 5. This is the chapter 10, Tenths and Hundredths.
Part 2.
Page 138. Whose tail is the longest? Here we see some animals with tails. Guess whose tail is the longest. Now measure the tails. How good is your guess? The different animals were rat, lizard, cat, and dog. So use your brains and take a good guess. The longest rupee notes. What is the length of a 100-rupee note? Guess. Now measure it using a scale. On the right side of the page we see the picture of 100-rupee note. Now guess the length and width of many other things. Measure and find the difference between your measure and your guess. There's a table with different columns. The column 1 says size of, and we have the row entries as 100-rupee note, 10-rupee note, 20-rupee note, 5-rupee note, postcard, and MATHMAGIC book. Column 2 has 2 subcolumns. Its heading is Your Guess in Centimeters, Length and Width. Column 3 is again having 2 subcolumns. The heading is Your Measure in Centimeters, Length and Width. Fill up the table with your best guesses and the real accurate measurements later on. At the market, we see many different items with their price tags displayed in the market. Page 139. A girl and a woman are conversing with each other. The girl says, "Look at this funny price, 32 rupees and 99 paise. But if we give 33 rupees, they don't give us back 1 paisa. The woman says, "This is only to fool us by showing 1 paisa less." The girl asks, "What part of a rupee is 1 paisa?" The woman tells her, 1 paisa is 1/100th of a rupee, isn't it? It is written as rupee 0.01. So that is why we write 99 paise as rupee 0.99. Questions. 1. How many paise does a matchbox cost? 2. How many matchboxes can be got for rupees 2.50? Dash. 3. How many rupees does the soap cost? Dash. 4. Arun wanted to buy a soap. He has a 5-rupee coin, 2 1-rupee coins, and 4 half-rupee coins. Write in rupees what money he will get back. 5. We have a conversation between a mother and her son Kannan. The mother is giving some money to him and telling him, "Kannan, take rupees 60 and buy 1.5 dozen eggs. You can buy pens with the money left." Kannan looks a little puzzled. Part A. An egg costs 2.5 rupees. How much will 1.5 dozen cost? Part B. How many pens can Kannan buy? How much money is left? 6. There's a picture of a girl on the bottom left side of the page who is asking us, "Can I buy 2 pens with rupees 13? 6. The price of 2 pens is rupees dash. Can she buy 2 pens? Page 140. Practice time. Match these. Match each yellow box with 1 green and 1 pink box. So we have 3 columns of boxes. Column 1 has 6 yellow boxes, column 2 has 6 green boxes, and column 3 has 6 pink boxes. Different amounts of money is written on all the different boxes. You have to think and match. One example has been already done for you. Half a rupee is the same as 50 paise, which is the same as rupee 0.50. So this is how the 3 columns will match. You got it? Colorful design. To the right side of the page we see a small colored sheet with lots and lots of stripes going from top to bottom. Observe the sheet carefully and answer these questions. What part of this sheet is colored blue? Dash by 10. What part of the sheet is green? Dash. Which color covers 0.2 of the sheet? Oh, we see the fly again that has come to help us, and she tells us, oh, the blue strip is 0.1 of the sheet. To the bottom left corner of the page, there's another sheet. This is also having many stripes, colorful ones, but this time there is a difference. Now observe carefully the second sheet. Each strip is divided into 10 equal boxes. How many boxes are there in all? Is each box 1/100th part of the sheet? How many blue boxes are there? Dash. Is blue equal to 10/100th of the sheet? We saw that blue is also equal to 1/10th of the sheet. We wrote it as 0.1 of the sheet. Page 141. Can we say 10/100th is equal to 1/10th is equal to 0.10 is equal to 0.1? Think. Can we write 10 paise as 0.1 of a rupee? How many boxes are red? What part of the sheet is this? 15 by dash. Can we also write it as 0.15 of the sheet? Hint. Remember, we wrote 99 paise as 0.99 rupee. Uh-oh, the same fly has come again and is telling us, don't get confused. 0.10 is the same as 0.1. Remember, this 50 paise coin is rupee 0.50 and also rupee 0.5. Now, 3/100th of the sheet is black. We can say 0.dash sheet is black. How many white boxes are there in the sheet? What part of the second sheet is white? Dash. Make your designs. We have 2 square grids given below. Under the first grid is written, make a nice design by coloring 0.45 part of this square red. Under the second grid is written, use 4 colors. Each color should cover 0.05 of this square. Sports Day. The school at Mallapuram has its Sports Day. The first 5 children in the long jump are Tina, 3.50 meters, Meena, 4.05 meters, Rehana, 4.50 meters, Anu 3.05 meters and Amina 3.35 meters. Tina jumped 3.50 meters, which is 3 meters and 50 centimeters. But how far did Anu jump? Dash meters and dash centimeters. Who is the winner in the long jump? Dash. Page 142. Write the names of the first, second and third winners on this stand. There is a stand for the winners, and we are supposed to find out the names and write them. Do you remember that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters? So, 1 centimeter is 1/100th of a meter. We also write 1 centimeter as dash meters. Write in meters. 3 meter 45 centimeter. Dash meters. 99 centimeter. Dash meters. 1 meter and 5 centimeter. Dash meters. How big can you get? We have 2 pictures of sumo wrestlers with some kids. Picture A shows the kids are measuring the sumo wrestler. The first picture shows the size after breathing out, 1.52 meters. The second picture shows the size on taking a deep breath, 1.82 meters. The children haven't moved the measuring tape from the sumo wrestler's chest. Difference in size, dash. Do this for yourself and find the difference. B. On the bottom right side of the page, we see a boy and his mother. The mother is measuring the height of the boy and telling him, "You have to grow 45 centimeters more to reach 2-meter height." What is Dinesh's height in meters? Dash meter, dash centimeters. The chapter 10. CIET NCERT presents Audiobook of Mathematics for Class 5 entitled MATHMAGIC 5. This is the chapter 10, Tenths and Hundredths.
Part 3.
Page 143. Practice time. 1. Money from different countries. Have you seen any notes or coins used in any other country? Shivam Bank has a chart to show us how many Indian rupees we can get when we change the money of different countries. There is a 3-column table given below this. Column 1 heading is Country, Column 2 Money, Column 3 Changed into Indian rupees. To the right side of the page we see different currencies of the world. The table reads like this row-wise. Country, Korea, money, won, changed into Indian rupees, 0.04. Sri Lanka, rupee, Sri Lankan rupee, 0.37. Nepal, rupee, 0.63. Hong Kong, dollar or Hong Kong dollar, 5.10. South Africa, rand, 5.18. China, yuan, 5.50. UAE, dirham, 10.80. USA, dollar, 39.70. Germany, Euro 58.30. England, Pound 77.76. This is the rate on 15th February 2008. A. The money of which country will cost the most in Indian rupees? B. Mithun's uncle in America had sent him 10 USA dollars as a gift. Mithun used 350 rupees for a school trip. How much money was left with him? For the teacher. Children are not expected to carry out long multiplication involving decimals. Instead, encourage them to think in terms of currency. For example, 75 paise multiplied by 2 can be thought of as 2 50 paisa coins and 2 25 paisa coins. Page 144. C. Majid's father is working in UAE. He gets 1,000 dirham as salary. Arun's father, who is working in Sri Lanka, gets 2,000 Sri Lankan rupees. Who gets more Indian rupees as salary? D. Leena's auntie brought a present for her from China. It cost 30 yuan. Find what it costs in Indian rupees. E. Astha wants some Hong Kong dollars and won. Part 1. How many won can she change for rupees 4? For rupees 400? Part 2. How many Hong Kong dollars can she change for rupees 508? 2. Kiran went shopping with rupees 200. Look at the bill. The shopkeeper forgot to put the point correctly in the prices. Put the point in the correct place and find out the total amount of the bill. Below this we see a picture of some items which have perhaps been purchased, and on the right side, importantly, is a table with 3 columns and 4 rows. Column 1 tells us the item, column 2 quantity, column 3 price in rupees. Let's read the column row-wise. Soap 1, 1,250. Green gram 1 kilogram, 5,025. Tea 250 grams, 2,725. Coconut oil 1 liter, 6,000. Total dash. 3. Which city is cool? We see the picture of 2 different people from 2 different locations. One is a man from Himachal Pradesh, somewhere where it's very cold, and another lady is from Rajasthan, one of the hottest places in India. The man says, I live in Himachal. There the temperature in winter is 2 degrees Celsius. Sometimes water in pipes freezes into ice. And we can see the man standing with a bucket but is unable to fill it because the water has frozen into ice. The woman tells us, but in Rajasthan, where I live, the temperature reaches 48 degrees Celsius. Here it is very hot. One has to walk kilometers to get water. For the teacher, children can be encouraged to look at temperatures in degrees Celsius or degrees centigrade of different cities in the newspaper and on TV. Without using the terms maximum and minimum, this exercise will give them an idea that temperatures can be measured at 2 different times of the day. Only simple subtractions using decimals have been used here. They will also get familiar with the names of different capital cities and can do similar exercises for the capital cities of other countries. Page 145. The temperature in each city was noted at 3 p.m. on 16th January 2008. We see the map of India below this question, with some major cities marked along with their temperature readings. Questions. 1. Which place had the highest temperature at 3 p.m.? Which place is the coolest at that time? 2. How much higher is the temperature in Mumbai from that in Srinagar? 3. How many degrees will the temperature need to rise for it to reach 40 degrees Celsius in Thiruvananthapuram? 4. How much lower is the temperature of Kolkata from that in Chennai? 5. The temperature in these cities was also noted at 3 p.m. on the same day. Look at the table and answer the questions. A. Which place had the lowest temperature at 3 a.m.? Imagine yourself to be there and describe how it would feel. B. What is the difference between the temperatures at 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. in Chennai, in Bhopal? To the right of it we have a table with two columns. Column 1 for city, column 2 for temperature at 3 a.m. We have the readings for different cities like Chennai, Mumbai, Thiruvananthapuram, Kolkata, Bhopal, Srinagar, Guwahati and Jaipur. The chapter 10, Tenths and Hundredths,
Part 3.
of total 14 chapters of the book ends here.